Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Frankie B, and this is early in the AM, so I'm trying to keep my voice down to a nice, manageable level. You dig? So anyway, boy, I can't even tell you how crazy 2021 has been, just in the art flow. I mean, I just been constantly drawing nonstop. I mean, there's been little respite areas, but I mean, I'm glad that I sort of maintain a good balance between my rest and staying in the art flow, so that it's not just driving me insane. But it's been like really good, like a positive kind of thing, doing all this amazing artwork. So right here, well, first, let me don't, again, getting that cart ahead of the horse. First, I just want to thank you for just coming to my my YouTube channel and just, just chilling out for a little bit, looking at the videos and commenting and just let me know what you feel about them. And if you're a fellow artisan and if you're doing art as well, and hopefully it inspires you to do some, to get into the art flow and what have you. So thank you so much for coming. This is going to be another one of my mashup videos where I'm talking a little bit, and trust me, I'm going to be mindful this time. I'm only going to probably talk for maybe around 15 minutes, and then I'm going to switch over to the hyperlapse. The hyperlapse is the segment where all of a sudden things start looking like my hands moving super fast. I got the speed force, baby. So look at me, I'm all talking like I'm in, since it's so early, I'm starting to talk like I'm on the radio, like all like one of those midnight kind of program stuff, like, yo, this is Sonny Joe White. my people up in Boston would know who Sonny Joe White is, man. He was, oh man, he's amazing. But anyway, yeah, so this is the time, this is the moment. This is when I start laying down the inks onto this lovely sketch card puzzle. Now this is a commission for the Global Frequency. God, I love that name. I really do. It's a really good name. And what happened was they had previously, I did an auction. I feel like it might have been Alterna auction, and they had won the sketch cover that I'd done for Robotech. And then afterwards, now this was way back, this was like earlier this year, like, God, I'm trying to remember when that, I want to say February maybe, that when Peter had that the Alterna first one, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But anyway, they after they won it, they just said, hey, hold on to that, because we want to commission you to do some sketch cards for our July, crowdfunding campaign. So I said, okay. So I've been holding on to that sketch cover, and then finally they called in the cards and said, hey, this is, can you work on those sketch cards, as well as another commissioner too. So I'll be doing something else as well for them. And then as that's going on, because I'm a multitasker, and we'll be working on Kaiju and Cowboys stuff as well. So it's definitely been a busy time, and I'm very grateful that things are turning out the way they are. I'm very happy. So anyway, let's get the art going. All right, boom. All right, I'm gonna break out my Micron 01 and just start. Okay. Now my approach to this, when they they just pretty much asked me which characters that I liked, and so I chose these particular characters right here. I thought they were very interesting, and so I said, oh, I'll go with these guys. Now, they did not tell me to do a puzzle card. They just gave me like sort of free reign. They just said, well, just do some sketch cards. So my feeling was that, hey, the first thought that comes to my head, and usually that's what happens. It's like this wild thought comes to my head, and I go, let me see if I can execute it and make it happen and make it different and unique, and maybe the client will go for it. And well, actually I pray that the client will go for it, because you just never know. You just don't. I can't say that I'm bold enough to be like, yeah, they're gonna go for this crazy thing and be happy and smiling. No, that's not always the case. All you can do is just sort of put it out there, and then you cross your fingers and really pray. But anyway, the good thing is that they like this design. I actually came up with the idea of, I love their logo, so I pretty much did the logo sort of running through the four cards, just to kind of bind them together to give a sense that, yes, this is the Global Frequency. This is a Global Frequency, official Global Frequency card that's associated to their crowdfunder. And then, and they like that idea. Like I said in previous videos, doing sketch cards is not an easy thing. For instance, I'll give you what happened. I originally, when I did these, the global Earths right here with the grids, these grids are actually done with the white gel, the gel pens. Excuse me. So once I put them down, they're there. They're pretty much on there. So they're literally laying on top of the blue ink that I put down. So you got this surface. They actually have a surface. So if you touch it, there's a surface to them. And I'll probably go over them again just to kind of highlight it some more. But what happened was I did not have the heartbeat going through it. So when I showed it to them, showed them this yesterday, they asked me could I do it, and my first response was, was like, I don't know if I could do it. This is a final piece of art, and I don't know if it's possible. But then I re-looked at their logo again, and I said, I was in the wrong. Like, I was like, I got to try to make this work. And that's how it is. Sometimes we all in the wrong. Like sometimes, I'll look at something and then you make a mistake. And the thing is that how can you readjust yourself so that you can to hopefully try to give the client what they're looking for. And you got to take that chance. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. I'm only human. And so I went through and I got a surprisingly, like I said, I got a Sharpie because I felt the Sharpies are very permanent and they're very strong. And I just went in, I just freehanded it, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'll probably go over it again once I get everything all laid out, but I feel pretty happy how it came out. All right. So, and the reason why I'm being kind of gingerly right here now, sort of hitting everything on the bottom as I'm inking, is because I forgot to grab some of my colored pens, and because I'm gonna need those. There's gonna be a lot of different color and stuff going on in here as I envision this. But overall, once I did the quick edit and stuff, they were very happy. And that makes me happy because that's my main goal is making a client very, very happy. I want them to feel like, overall that they'll be like, you know what, we want to hire this guy. First off, because he's efficient, because he's professional, because he gets the job done, because he's if something comes up and if it's manageable, now that's a manageable edit, then he'll do it. He'll get it done. That's what I want. I want clients to feel that way when they think of me. That ensures my survival as an artist, as a freelancer, as a commercial illustrator. That's the only way that any artist can really, or freelancer can stay alive, is by maintaining that your rep that you get the job done. And that honestly, if there is a point where you can't do something, redo it, then that you're able to tell the client that and say, hey, look, this is what I can do. And then hopefully they'll understand. Okay, so this one's another explosion. So this is a very hectic scene. This is one of those wild scenarios where there's a lot of stuff going on, and that's all purpose. I wanted to draw, because these characters, I try to imagine them in this battlefield, and they're just kind of getting shot at by this unseen enemy. And that's a scenario. That's a scenario I sort of saw in my head. These giant mechs. The trick, though, again, is when you're doing sketch cards, it's like, how do you maintain? How do you maintain, a sense of balance with your layout so that everything just doesn't muddle together? How do you try to put perspectives in there and stuff like that? Those are the challenges that excite me when I do sketch cards. It's a challenge, really. All right. Yeah, this is gonna have a lot of detail in it. Gentle hand. Boom, boom, boom. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the people who actually, when they finally announce that these cards are going to be going up in their auction. I mean, excuse me, let me re-say that, not auction, they're crowdfunder. Can't wait to see what the response is going to be. That excites me too. It's just been a really good year. I have no complaints. Let me look up. All right, I'm at the 10 mark right now, 10-minute mark. So I'll drag your ears a little bit longer, if that's okay. I'll let you in on something. It's so weird, man. It's really tough because I just get contacted by a company that I did some sketch cards for years ago. I just got contacted, got an email, not an email, actually it was on Instagram, a DM, and I guess they still have the part of the King Kong license, and guess what? They want to get me on there. So, but I told them, I said, got a lot of stuff going on, so I just got to find out what their deadline is. And, you know, I worked on their King Kong card set years ago, and it was fun. I mean, I posted them, and it was really fun. But now this is that part where, as an artist, I have to be very mindful of my time. I have to make sure that that is balanced out. I can't just take on every single project and stuff. So it's that time. So I told him to email me and stuff, and let me hear what the specifics are, and you know, hopefully it's something where, you know, they're looking for like a pen up, I guess, because they're doing a pen up book of the king. So if it's something that's kind of far off, that'd be great. My fingers are crossed for it, because you know, anytime I get the chance to work on any kind of legacy kaiju project, of course, you know, I'm just like, man, I want to be on that. But also, you know, I have responsibilities too, so I got to be mindful of those too. So we'll see, you know. But yeah, that's how crazy it is, you know. I go to sleep, I wake up, and more opportunities are there, and it's a blessing, and I don't take none of it lightly. I've always told Jess is that when my teachers told me, they said, well, Frank, when one door closes, 5 more open. You just got to be ready when those doors open. And it's true. I've lived by that. It's kind of like my mantra. I always have a sort of relaxed kind of approach about gigs. If something doesn't come my way, I just go, okay, well, it's all right. It wasn't meant to be. And move on to something else. Something else will come. You know? Yeah. That's again just years of just experiencing this kind of work lifestyle. God, I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in years. Whoa, man. God, yeah, it's been a long time. Well, I mean, I've been freelancing for over 30, so there you go. But mind you, I mean, I started working when I feel like it was like 12. My mom got me working. It was like, I mean, man, I forget it too, because I was all talking about my comic books and stuff, and she said, come on, took me to the local store. We were living in Dorchester at the time, and she took me over to the neighborhood store, and then she told the guy that he had just found his new newspaper folding, whatever that title is. I folded Sunday newspapers, the big ones, when first, you know, I got them prepared so that people could purchase them and stuff on Sunday. That was one of my jobs, because I feel like another job too I did was I did snow shoveling and things like that, odd little jobs, you know, just to make some little money here and there. You know, if somebody needed something, I'd be like, okay, and then they would give me some money or something to do it, like errands. So that was, the bug bit me early. All right, looking good. All right. Put some more boulders in here. And as I said before, one of the effects I use when I do giant creatures and stuff is I'll throw a helicopter in there. This time around, I'm not gonna throw a helicopter. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw a helicopter in here. But one of the cool things, and I learned that from John Byrne, is just like, you want to throw as much debris as you can. Another big thing is throwing debris in here. In this point, the idea is that these characters are busting. This character right here, Bigfoot, is literally busting through a mountain, and all of them are sort of coming through this mountain, you know, like there's a mountain, and then yeah, it's a weird kind of the way I'm setting it up, because I'm going to extend it, but there's a mountain, and then you get this weird view where this character right here is sliding down it, coming down it, fast side, cliff side, and then you get this other one who's using their propellants, their jets, so they're hovering down, and then you see little mountains in the back. So it's a cohesive scene, but you're getting all these different views. So it's as if the camera's panning across and just going, and then he's busting through. This guy's sliding, and it was a tricky part because I actually have him sliding, so he's more forward than Bigfoot. You know, I grapple with that one because again, they're so close right there. So I'm gonna have to give a much more bolder line around them. But anyway, you're gonna see it as it's unfolding in the hyperlapse. I want to just thank you for just sharing and commenting and just ensuring that this channel keeps, it does its thing, you know, whatever that is. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's okay. But you're here, and you know, and people are checking it out, and that's really the reason. You're looking at my portfolio work, and that makes you feel really good. So with that said, the art must flow.